What's up, guys? Welcome. For those of you that are returning, it's great to see you again. My name is Chris, Sick Waglod, and this is Cruising Through on 2. On today's episode, we'll be going to White House, Tennessee. We're going to spend a couple days with ThunderMax. We're going to go through the Premier Dealer Training class. I'm going to show you guys what I learned in an upcoming how-to. We're not doing the how-to today. Today, we're going to put the PV and the ThunderMax head-to-head. There's been a lot of talk on the interwebs that ThunderMax outperforms PowerVision or that PowerVision outperforms ThunderMax. It goes both ways. We've got two different camps, kind of like Apple and Android. And today, I intend, being the PowerVision guy myself, this is a straight up head-to-head. This is the same engine. This is my engine. It's a 132 with a gear-driven 550 cam from S&S, stock heads. I do have a 68mm throttle body. I have 6.8 injectors, and we have the Extreme Ventilator air cleaner. For the exhaust side of things, we have a Sawicki 2-into-1, so we're going to see what numbers we get. Now, we're not overly concerned with our total power numbers. That isn't really what we care about today. Obviously, we want good numbers. This bike originally dyno tuned at 156.77 or 157 and 139.66 or 140. We don't care what the upcoming numbers are going to be. What we want to know is on the same day, in the same air, within 20 minutes of each other, what do we get produced out of a ThunderMax with just a street tune on it, with a dyno tune on it, and then what we have with the PowerVision that has previously been dyno tuned for this particular engine. Straight up head-to-head competition. We're going to visit Jordan Huerta, Vinny Lewis, and we're going to visit Just Prentice. And we're going to put this thing on a dyno, and we're going to see what we can get. But first, coffee. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but let's go do this. Well, guys, here we are. Here in White House, Tennessee. This is the home of Thunderheart, or ThunderMax, as most of you will know it. I will be spending the next couple days here getting some class, getting learned up on the ThunderMax that I intend to share with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this.
I just want to tell you guys how awesome everybody at ThunderMax was from the moment I stepped onto their campus. I got to see their production facility. Cooling fans are amazing. Got some insider information behind the I-Ride suspension. Everyone's out of the office today. Go figure.
All right, what's up, guys? Here's Jake. This is Jake from ThunderMax.
Oh, you've made it all the way to White House, Tennessee.
I have.
I'm Jake, guys. You probably see me around here, there, everywhere, coast to coast. Me and my partner in crime, Millhouse, been around a long time in the industry here with ThunderMax. And guys, we're just excited to be kind of working along with Chris here, get some new things going on, showing off all of our new stuff that we got going on. And he's here.
We're here doing I'm taking the training. And then I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home with a module, and I'm gonna explain to you, and I'm gonna show you guys how it works, what it does, what it features, and all that good shit that you guys probably just don't know.
So I could tell you all about it, but Chris is learning all about it, and he's going to be able to do that in his upcoming videos.
Absolutely.
So our dealer training's here. So guys, if you're dealers and you're listening, holler at me. We have dealer training. It's free to come up and learn a lot about us, and you hang out for 2 days with us and eat barbecue.
It's a great trip.
Hell yeah. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
And to finish it up, Seth gives me a tour through the manufacturing facility. Here we got a barrel full of chips. Here's some material ready for machining. Here's some parts being manufactured currently. There are some more things being manufactured currently. Everywhere I turn, things are moving and being cut and shaped. Finish it off in the dyno room. And now we're gonna head home.
Right now, today we're at Teddy Morse's destination, Daytona, Harley.
We are.
It's Sunday.
It is Sunday. It's quiet. We came in before they actually opened.
Yeah.
Came into the blaring of the security system.
What are we doing here today?
Well, so today we're gonna put the ThunderMax and PowerVision head to head. That simple. Okay. What's up, guys? We are here today. Teddy Morse's Daytona Harley Davidson. We are here with Jordan, Pretty Vinny, Prentice, and my beautiful wife, Missy's Moto. What are we doing here today?
All right, so today we are getting your bike. We're getting some power runs in, right?
We are.
Heads up. We're doing ThunderMax versus PowerVision, and we're not going to change anything. We're not going to change where the drum is, where the wheels are on the drum. We're not going to change the air cleaner. We're going to leave this really clean air filter on.
Absolutely.
We're going to leave the rain
Hey, that's
outside.
a Florida clean air filter.
Right. We're going to leave the 55% humidity.
Absolutely.
Beautiful Florida.
Still raining outside, maybe.
So yeah, we're just gonna do some power runs and kind of it'll be cool, man. It's just data. That's all it really is. We're not doing anything crazy. This power is not gonna break the internet, but it's gonna be really cool to see, hey, a street tuned ThunderMax, correct?
Correct.
Street tuned ThunderMax to a tuned PowerVision. So, hey, let's see what we got going on.
Absolutely. And just so you guys know, this guy here does all the tuning here.
Yep.
He does all the engine building here. And if you don't know him, he has a social media.
I think it's my first and last name, Jordan Huerta, Huerta. That's it.
There it is. We'll put it on the screen. This guy's Pretty Vinny. Go follow him.
I follow him on Instagram.
Just Prentice.
Just
Literally,
Prentice.
Just Prentice.
All right.
Why does that sound familiar? I feel like I've seen it.
We'll put it on the screen. The beauty of editing, no one will see this awkwardness.
want to tell us what this means? Pretty
All right,
please?
guys. So here's where we ended up. Our best number, we did a couple full pulls. After, you want to go after the tune? I guess maybe I guess.
So,
You want me to say, hey,
let's just tell them where we're at. Okay, go for it.
So it came in, try to do a full pull here, and it was super lean, and so we went ahead, hooked up the wideband box so we kind of get a second opinion and monitor. So we did some auto tune runs, and I made a couple manual adjustments within the ThunderMax, and these were the best 3 runs we had. So on the torque there on the top, we have 149, 149, 151, and then here on the bottom, on the horsepower, 138, 137, 139. This is an SAE correction factor. If we go into STD, we can show that. But that's pretty much where it landed out. And I'm going to show the first run. It got a little crazy over here because it kind of shot up with the RPM. But the first run, you can see here how just choppy it was and lean. And what people need to realize is everyone might think they ride wide open on the road. Like, obviously the ThunderMax is great at auto tuning and learning, but to truly achieve wide open throttle on a road is it's not safe.
Almost impossible.
Almost impossible, man. Everybody, you know, when you're, oh brother, I'm wide open, you're probably at like half throttle. Really, here's another half. So to achieve that, it's really, this is a controlled room, a controlled environment. We can be in here, the bike's strapped down, we're hitting crazy wheel speed on here. So, like I said, that was the first run.
So just so you guys get an understanding of what he's saying, if you pull that back up real quick for me.
Which one?
0?
Yep.
I know you hate to look at it, but run file 0, if you notice right here, it's trying to kind of learn. It looks similar to the rest. This is about what it learned up to. And that is give or take about half throttle.
Yeah.
Am I wrong there?
Yeah.
TPS wise, that's about half.
Yep.
So as much as I showed you guys being in 3rd gear, 2nd gear, and just going wide and letting it eat, it still isn't long enough to populate enough data to fill this in.
Totally.
So that's just something that we want to talk about and show. And so by being in this room, as Jordan just said, and hitting the wheel speeds that we're hitting in a controlled environment, we can fill all of this in that wasn't able to be filled in on the street.
We can show too, I can bring up, after that first run, we seen how off it was. We went ahead and started to actually look at what's coming out of the pipe with AFR. So here on the graph, we can actually see, that was bad OT sensor on that one. But you can see, this is what, the 3rd run we did. So this bottom line, so the dark red is going to be your front AFR, and the lighter of the 2 shades of red is the rear cylinder. So you can see how good that ThunderMax is already starting to, we're achieving our goal, our target is that dash line all the way through, and that's at 13.0. So as you can see, that was our 3rd run, and then we're going to keep on. The widebands are learning, and we're doing these pulls at, on a ThunderMax around 180 degrees, 190, and so, like our last one we did, you can see it. It's never going to be perfect. It's an auto tuner. It's going to be, but man, that's great for.
That's pretty damn close.
ThunderMax doing the wideband doing its job. And look at this curve. Look at that curve compared to what it came in with. Nice, smooth. It looks clean. And like I said, this is an SAE. So let's just put it in. Let's put it in STD for
That's
all
the fun one.
All the Florida guys, man. Everybody in Florida runs STD. It's weird.
It's because everyone down here has STDs.
Oh my God.
Have you been to the villages?
All right, so we're going to swap this over. So right now, guys, we're at 149 and what, 138, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in SAE correction factor. We're going to go down here into STD. Okay.
Apply changes.
Oh God, where are we at? There we go. Okay. And look at that, just with the click of a button, 153. Oh my, there you are, Chris. You happy?
Woo, we hit it.
I'm going to print that one out for Chris.
We hit it.
All right, 153, 141, and again, that's an STD for all the guys out there running that. And there's no right or wrong. SAE, STD, it's a correction factor. Whatever your tuner runs, whatever the shop runs, just run with it. And it's usually like 3 more than SAE. So I'm pretty stoked with it. For a hot, it's been raining on and off the whole time we've been in here. So
I'm actually surprised at the numbers. So it came in with this. Originally, it put out, I think we went over this a minute ago, 157 and 140.
Yep.
So we've hit that number. Well, we hit that number the same because it was 139.77.
Yeah.
So we hit the same horsepower, and we're just a little bit off of the torque. Now we also have a dirty air filter. There is 50, almost 60% humidity. There's a lot of factors in that.
Totally. And this dyno, since I've been here, it is a little bit on the conservative side, which I'd rather have. I'd rather have lower numbers, and then you go out to a dyno shootout and be like, oh brother, I'm up 5, my tuner's the best. I don't want it the opposite way, where I'm up 10 horsepower in this room, and then you go to the dyno guy and
you're
he's down. So I'd rather it be conservative. I'm cool with that, man. I'm totally cool with it.
Agreed.
So at this point, now the real test is to put this back in, knowing the numbers that it produced originally, and we're gonna pull it right now.
Let's do it. Yeah, the curve looks great, dude. The curve looks good. Yeah, it does. A lot better.
All right, so for
The dip is great.
Yeah.
what we're doing here, you know what? To hell with it. It can just stand there. Doesn't really matter.
Nope, that'll work.
Doing a little bit, but
Yeah, that's all right.
somewhere it got lean in the end, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that happens.
So,
So let's pull it up here. What do we got? So, plugged in the PowerVision, and here's what it up. On the torque here, top graph, 146. We're back in SAE. The middle graph here, 136 on the horsepower. Looks good. We're going to compare that to let's do our last run here on the ThunderMax. So, 146, 149 with ThunderMax, PowerVision, and 136, 138. You know, a little bit of that dip there. Yeah, like I said, it went a little lean on the PowerVision. We could probably tune it out and get that smoothed out, but still.
but I don't see it really breaking it.
Yeah, no.
It's not gonna necessarily beat it, even if we fix this. And I just want you guys to understand that at home. We're standing here in a room with guys that know what we're doing. There's no way to necessarily beat that 149.
Yeah.
We're not gonna just peak right there on some magic number. We can attempt to lift the whole line, but considering we were starting at 12 and a half
Yep.
to 13, there's not really much more to throw at it. So
No. Yeah.
in essence, ThunderMax kind of wins here.
Yeah, ThunderMax wins, and they're both great tuners, man. What I always recommend is whoever's doing your work, whoever's doing your tuning, ask the tuner, what's your favorite? What are you most comfortable with? And that's probably your best option. But ThunderMax is great. You know, a lot of these at home, I mean, if you got a stage 1, stage 2, this is a fully built motor. So it's going to be a little bit more finicky, a little bit more time intensive. But man, if you're slapping a cam into your house, their bass maps are dialed. It's easy. You do some auto tune runs like you did, and then you can, you know, next time you go to a dyno shootout, you can see what your full number is. But that's where the ThunderMax really wins, because you don't have to pretty much pay that 4 hours.
So what you're saying is it's very user friendly for someone who wants to do this.
Yes.
It doesn't necessarily have to be this giant motor like his.
100%,
You know. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, and all tuners are great, man. You know, and that's what we, you know, Chris and I, we both dyno tune. We have to be familiar with all of them, you know.
Correct.
And a lot of my buddies, Millhouse, Bobby, all them dudes up there, all my buddies at ThunderMax, great dudes, man. They take care of us down here at Daytona. So yeah, if you need
They take
anything,
care of you anywhere.
yeah, anywhere,
No matter
man.
where you're at.
Anything I need, dude.
Yeah.
My buddies work there in the back, so I talk to them frequently when I got
Yeah.
some stuff going on.
I know so far they've been really helpful and
Oh,
kind
dude,
to
they're all
us.
back
So
below, yeah. And what's cool with ThunderMax, man, is when I moved to Nashville 5-6 years ago, I met majority of the guys that work at ThunderMax at the local bike nights, and that's the honest truth.
Nice.
A lot of those dudes became buddies. I knew no one in Nashville, and that's how I got to know them. And they just all started to happen to work at ThunderMax, and now it just really works out. When they need something, or they're down at Bike Week, you know, they were in here doing videos, and they were giving me tips, and I was telling them some stuff I was seeing here out in the field. So awesome dudes, highly recommend.
Definitely
Those dudes
supportive.
actually ride their bikes. So a lot of these companies, you know, whatever, ThunderMax, all the dudes ride.
it's kind of key, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice that he's talking and not me. So I'm gonna.
Somebody else
I'm
who knows
gonna-
their shit.
I know I'm gonna close this out right here because I think this is a good spot to just close.
Yeah, dude. No,
Thank
appreciate
you,
guys.
Jordan.
Yeah, anytime, dude. Anytime.
Prentice, Danny, as always. All right, so you heard it here. That's it. I mean, the truth is the truth. There's no better way to do this than heads up, and that's exactly what we did. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like the content, click down below. If you don't, blame Vinny. And
100% blame me.
other than that, have a great week. Just close it
Go
out.
follow all these guys. We'll put their
I'll send them.
Instas. These guys know their stuff.